Nobody's being asked to break open and see someone's humanity. Now we're just echo chambers. And that's all it is. And that matters because for all its flaws, religion was one of the last places in American life where radically different people were still trying to do something together, where rich and poor and old and young and red and blue could be in the same room, hearing the same song, hearing the same parable, and then showing up for some service project. That used to be what religion could do. And there was something beautiful about that I have to admit to, even as an atheist. And I, even as a secular person, would rather have religions that did that than religions that are so entrenched that they become echo chambers, that God is on their side and their enemies are on the other side. And so even though like I'm not attending church, like I'm not cheering over this. This doesn't make me happy, because the one thing that religion used to do really well, better than secularism, honestly, was gather unlike people with a bigger myth that could contain them. It was a container big enough for difference. And we lost that. And now everything is just politics. And all someone has to say is, I support public libraries. And you can guess everything about them. You know who they voted for. You know what their political stances are. You can guess their religion. And all they said is, I support public libraries, because, but now everything means something political. And so what my hope is that as the pendulum swings towards religious power, religious freedoms, we're losing the line between church and state. Religions are becoming enmeshed with politics. The pendulum is going that way. And what I hope is that that reaches its extreme and starts swinging the other way, and that we start kind of collectively rejecting this madness. Like something that I hope happens in my lifetime, and that I think is a reasonable goal because other countries have done this, is to require that churches provide community service for those tax exemptions. That's what the tax exemption was for. So you could feed the poor and house the homeless and take in orphans and marry people and provide rituals and provide moral education. That was the trade-off that we've made. And that's not like an FU tax the churches as like a revenge, but really as an attitude like, you got tax exemptions because we were supposed to make a deal. The deal was that you provide service to our communities.